A committee set up by the Minister of Health to investigate the assault on Rejoice Churchill Bote, a nurse at Ridge Hospital, has found no medical evidence to support claims of a shoulder dislocation. The committee, led by Dr. Lawrence Ofori Wadu, presented its report to the Health Minister Kwabena Minta Akando on August 27. The committee's investigation revealed no signs of a fracture in Ms. Bote's left wrist or a dislocation in her right shoulder joint, contradicting initial claims that the alleged victim reported her injuries a day after the assault on August 18, which may have implications for the investigation. I will bring you the details of that later. But the Greater Accra Regional Minister Linda Oklu will, in a few minutes, update Ghanaians on status of maintenance and installation of street lights. In February this year, she gave a 50-day ultimatum for street lights in Ghana's capital to be fixed. Checks reveal that promise is yet to be fulfilled. Her meeting with journalists will also afford MMDCs the chance to account for their stewardship since assuming the reins of power. Let's speak to Collins Frimpong, who is our man on this beat. Collins, what's the latest on the ground?
Mami, here at the Regional Coordinating Council office in the Greater Accra region, the first media engagement between the Regional Coordinating Council and also the media will be happening, where the Minister for Greater Accra Regional, the Greater Accra Regional Minister Linda Oklu, today will be engaging the media on quite a number of issues that are happening in the Greater Accra region. One of the key focus will be on street light issues. You know, when she came into office, she gave herself a deadline that she is going to ensure that they are going to be street lights on major roads in Accra, and she announced that some key roads in Accra couldn't fix the street light because of construction issues, and she cited the Tamamoto Way as one of the key areas. And one of the major areas that initially, before she came to office, wasn't having street lights was the Presidency. The streets in front of the Jubilee House had no street light, but she was able to fix that. But major roads in Accra here still do not have street lights, and she is hoping to address the press conference on the way forward on how to stop that, or how to provide street lights on some of the roads. And another issue that she is going to look at is also sanitation issues in the Greater Accra region, whilst she is also going to talk about the MMDCs on their stewardship in various districts. That's on sanitation. But let's engage some of the municipal chief executives here in the Greater Accra region. I have Mr. Emmanuel Alote, who Central here, that we will be engaging. So good morning.
Good morning.
So far, we've seen that the regional minister, Linda Oklu, will be engaging the media on quite a number of issues. What are the expectations from you?
Okay, thank you very much. The regional minister will be engaging the media, so we'll send some few information signal to the entire public, I mean those who stay in Greater Accra. And the issue should be centered on sanitation and street lighting, which you know, street lighting has something to do with security within Greater Accra. So those are the issues we'll be discussing with the media today.
But for you, your own expectation with regards to your municipality, Central, what are you expecting to gain from this?
Okay, so we have already met the regional minister, and few activities have been, outlined. Few plans have been put in place. So currently we are on it working. What we are expecting is to assess what we've done so far, to know the challenges, and also to know the strategy that we are going to put forward. I mean, going forward. So those are the things that we'll be discussing with her today.
I don't know. I want to know what are some of the key things that when you met the minister initially before today, you people discuss in terms of the challenges.
So the sanitation is a KPI for every MC or DC in Greater Accra, not only in Greater Accra but across the country, and that's a directive from His Excellency the President, John Dramani Mahama. So that is what we've been discussing, and everybody has been tasked to embark on all the activities that will ensure we keep our various districts clean. So if it's dredging, you must make sure if you have some streams in your locality, you dredge all the streams of filth and then the rubbish to allow free flow of water. If it's the setting of the various gutters, you do that. if it's width of the various highways, and again, you have to renew or like more or less engage the third-party waste collectors. I mean, the solid waste collectors in the country, which we have done. Some of them really were not pushing, so we have to assess their performance. And in the cases where we have to renew their licenses, we've done that. If we have to advertise and get more waste collectors, we are doing. Fumigation was also one of the things that we discussed, and currently we are aiming to ensure the contract that we have with Zoomlion is more or less streamlined for fumigation. Then another one has to do with the SIP, that is Sanitation Improvement Program. That one we are also on it. That's lifting of the various containers that have been cited in the various junctions or communities within the district. We discussed that one too. So we have put a lot in place. We know there are quite a number of things that must be done. We know there are state challenges. So what we are coming to look at as to what again we can do to ensure we up our game. In terms of the resources, we are also expecting the regional minister to direct us to how the DACF or any other resource can also be channeled to the district to help us to do more to ensure we keep our various communities clean. You know, once our various districts are clean, it simply means that Greater Accra will be clean.
I'm grateful to you. Thank you. So, Mame, there's the MC for Gas Central, Emmanuel Adote Alote, who is also sharing with us what he is expecting ahead of the engagement with the minister today, the Greater Accra Regional Minister. I also have Mr. Frank Nkansa, the Ablukuma Central MC, also here. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, bro.
You know, today the Greater Accra Regional Minister is engaging the media as part of the RCC's media engagement, and quite a number of issues that she is going to talk about: street lights, sanitation issues, and also stealing of metals on drainage systems. For you, within your municipality, what are the expectations?
Okay, thank you very much. Indeed, today is the time for us to account to
And that was Collins Frimpong giving us updates on that Greater Accra Regional Minister press conference coming up shortly. We'll be going live there to take up that very important presser much later when they are live on there. But right about now, scores of opposition New Patriotic Party supporters have gathered at the party's headquarters here in Accra, waiting for former Vice President Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia to submit his nomination forms. This will signify his official entry into the flag bearership race in what many say will be keenly contested. Kenneth Yeji is on the grounds and he joins us with details. Kenneth, what can you report? The NPP headquarters is streaming with supporters, but we'll touch base with Kenneth Yeji to give us an update on that shortly. Meanwhile, the Yeji Traditional Authority is demanding an improved road infrastructure and a more robust police presence in the area to protect traders and residents from rampant robberies. The chiefs also want government to crack down on fishers using chemicals that are destroying fish stock. Anas Sabit reports.
Nestled on the banks of the Lake Volta, Yeji is a vital hub of commerce and fishing. But beneath its vibrant surface, the community is grappling with twin threats: a surge in criminal activities and the scourge of illegal fishing. Today, the traditional ruler here, who is also a member of the Council of State, Pimampim Yakagbese IV, has made a direct appeal to the government for an urgent intervention. Domahene's first concern is the safety of his people. Armed robberies targeting traders on the crucial Yeji Ateobu Road have stifled economic activities. This lifeline for commerce has become a danger zone.
Yeji, end up a fish, guarantee. I'm Roberts. A dear young papa. A do member that could share a juara. Ufri, Titu, a gra ediba yeja. A quemum enjoy. Minana, I'm Roberts. Yejisika, Yakudipa Kahon. Yakunipa near Jisika Kahon. Who said, a idea security for answer anti-Yachia.
But the threats are not just on land. The lifeblood of Yeji, lake filter, is itself under attack. Omahine also highlighted the menace of illegal fishing, where some used light and toxic chemicals to catch fish, a practice that decimates fish stocks and poisons the ecosystem of everyone.
Say, Abai Elkum, Etia Galamasia. Na mihunu se garamsi ayakutia no enu bi ne nsumu rubone a yede ye enu bi no ye se yesoro gina na yakun etia.
Regional Minister Francis Osuanpi revealed that steps are far advanced to deal with the numerous potholes along the Yeji Atiruru stretch, a move he said would improve the security of the area.
As I speak now, we have a beaver. That's why the armed robbery cases has come down. It doesn't mean we should also relax. We are still putting measures in place so that we'll bring it to a complete end. We thank God that we are going to get what we call pothole patching. It is not a reshape or regrading. This is a pothole patching. The approval has come. So very soon, we'll see the contractor on the road.
He also highlighted that illegal fishing, particularly with the use of chemicals, is one situation government is working on addressing. He advised fishers to stay away from this illegal practice.
With regards to the use of chemicals, yes, we are against the use of chemicals because they kill the fish and it is harmful to our health. So we are advising the entire public that the use of chemicals should be completely stopped.
So the response from the state has been promising. A pledge to fix the dangerous road and a commitment to tackle the illegal fishing plaguing the lake. For the people of Yeji, these promises cannot be fulfilled soon enough. Their economic survival and environmental future depends on it. Anna Sabit, JoyNews, Yeji.
Well, we go back to the NPP headquarters where supporters have gathered at the party headquarters here in Accra waiting for former Vice President Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia to submit his nomination forms. And my colleague Kenneth Jesse is there right now for us. Kenneth, what's the latest from the party headquarters?
Chanting and calling the name of the former Vice President and the party's 2024 flag bearer, Mahamudu Bawumia. They are awaiting him to file his nomination forms. We're waiting his arrival. We're told that he will be here in a couple of minutes. In the last 2 hours, it's been a mini concert, really. Supporters from across the country. We've had some from the Northeast region, we have Volta region, we've had Greater Accra, Ashanti region. They've come from all walks of life, from all parts of the country, just to support Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia there. We've spoken to a few of them, and they've shared with us why they think Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia should be the party's next flag bearer. And today we have an aide to Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, who's been here with us for some time now, and you're live on JoyNews Desk. What time are we expecting him to come? We were given an advertised time of 8 a.m. It's now past 10.
A lot of dignitaries came to his private office just before he arrived. So he needed to have a few meetings with them, the former running mates, including some dignitaries, former appointees, and some MPs are with him in his office. So he would have some small in-house discussion before making his way to the grounds. So you should expect him any moment from now.
What's with the fanfare, the mini rally? Why? We know that he's going to submit his form today. So why all this?
It's the party rank and file. It is the base of the party. It's everyone who is involved in the NPP that still believes that continuity is the key. That still believes that you do not have to change your general. You need to have a competent general at all times when you are going for battle. And Dr. Bawumia is tried and tested. Dr. Bawumia has been there. He's known. He's paid his due to the party. He's worked hard for the party. He's led us in difficult times as a party. And the party rank and file, the base of the party, still will want to reward him with the flag bearership position. So it's a fanfare. Everyone is happy, waiting patiently, waiting eagerly to receive Dr. Bawumia as he comes to file his forms and submit the forms to the party leadership.
Dr. Bawumia has famously said that he's rich in ideas, and his critics have said, where are those ideas? We don't see them. Really, where are those ideas?
Do not look far. Go to BOG, visit their Facebook and social media pages. At a point, the BOG had to come and edit some of the posts they made. If time would allow us, I'll go through my phone, the screenshots we took from the BOG's own official website. When the BOG leadership had a meeting outside the shores of the country, they specifically spoke to the domestic gold purchase program that was introduced by Dr. Bawumia that has two main pillars. One, gold for oil and gold for reserve. We know that at the peak of our problems during the COVID-19 pandemic and the issues that the whole world had to face with, Ghana had our own fair share of our financial difficulties. It took the rich ideas, the bold decisions of Dr. Bawumia to introduce the domestic gold purchase program. And recently, even during this current administration, the BOG leadership has come and is giving Dr. Bawumia his tone to say that those initiatives, the gold for reserve and gold for oil, really has augured well for our economy and our finances and our economy as a country. That is an example of what Dr. Bawumia has done, the rich idea he's introduced, that even today, the NDC in government is saying that yes, some of the introductions that Dr. Bawumia made, the innovations he brought on board, has really helped the economy. And just this week, the former chairperson or the chairman of the NDC and the head of the vice presidential advisors, the Honorable Ofosu Ampofo, has also laid credence to Dr. Bawumia's bold initiative of the mobile money interoperability that Dr. Bawumia brought, the first of its kind in Africa. That through that intervention, there's financial inclusion. Ghana is amongst one of the best countries with financial inclusion. That today, you do not need to have a formal bank account to be able to do transactions that meant for banking. Dr. Bawumia's ideas are still lingering on. That today, we can speak of the zipline idea that Dr. Bawumia introduced, that for the first time in the world, the zipline drone delivery idea Dr. Bawumia introduced is today yielding dividends within the health sector of the country. That even most developed countries like the US and the UK do not have such ideas. Speak of one constituency, one ambulance idea. Speak of the district road improvement program, properly known as the DRIP. You can think of many of such ideas that today the country can boast of. That today, if you look at every sector of our economy, Dr. Bawumia's ideas he introduced when the NPP was in power under the leadership of Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo. He had the blessings of his boss, and his boss gave him the opportunity to come up with those ideas, and those ideas are today helping the country as we speak. So when we speak of those ideas, this is just a teaser of those ideas Dr. Bawumia speak of. So indeed, he's rich in ideas.
Thank you very much. That's an aid to Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. And of course, I've supported some familiar faces here. Former Works and Housing Minister Kujo Oponkroma is already here, and also former STC boss Nana Kumia is also here as well, and another aide of Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, Miracles Abwaje, is here as well. They are all waiting for the former vice president to officially file his nomination. And then I have another man here who's also been here for hours. He wants to speak to us. Eja, now ufrihin na ubaye. Ufrihin na ubaye.
South.
Okay. The date now free or can't go south to Abaha.
Did you come? I'm trying to come on from MP. I'm a champ from MP. On an outcome here. Both times Parliament. Again, I'm a data. It is very well. And secondly, on about Kakonima. Also, why are they? I'm a man by no. Name the champion. Can't you? Now, the woman said, can I for your so that's one, sir? You would grow. Come on to me. For the baby, you are. It's allowed. Come to 2028. And never and before the come to 2028. Well, nothing to kind of work. If a piece is Ghana here, I better go to 2028. Ghana for you go in the back. Power. It's allowed. I buy about 2028. NPP. From the area. So, for anybody, Excellency Bawumia, Excellency Japan, and Excellency my name Champo. And for 4 people in the 2028, from the NPP.
Okay, Medasi Bibre. That's a supporter of the new Patriotic Party, sharing his thoughts with us here at the party's headquarters. And of course, for the other supporters, it's a mini rally. They're dancing to hit songs from famous musicians, and all waiting for Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia to file his nomination forms. Now, earlier, which was yesterday, two flag bearer hopefuls, former Asin Central MP Kennedy Japan and Abetifi MP Brian Echampo, were all here to file their nominations as well. And today, later in the day, we are expecting a former education minister, Dr. Yao Osei Educhum, to also file his nomination. Now, 2 days ago, the party's former General Secretary, Kwabene J. Japan, also filed his nomination as well. And today is it's going to be Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia and former Education Minister Yao Osei Educhum. Now, we're getting the indication that Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia has arrived. That's the indication we're getting right now, is that Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia has arrived here at the party's headquarters. He was billed to arrive at 8 a.m., but unfortunately, he couldn't get here at that time. But now the indication we're getting is that finally the former vice president is here. So the indication we're getting right now is that Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia has arrived at the party's headquarters as we speak. So Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia has arrived at the party's headquarters to submit his nomination forms. And that's the cheer and fanfare that is greeting the former vice president who just got here. Well, I've cited the party's youth organizer, Salam Mustafa, in the crowd right now. So the former vice president is coming right now as we speak. He's making his way into the building. He's making his way into the headquarters of the NPP.
Go outside.
Also, yes.
For Bawumia to formally enter the building, or earlier we saw former cabinet ministers and members of parliament, including former Greater Accra Regional Minister Henry Korte, former Lands and Natural Resources Minister Samuel Abujinapo, Mr. Atachia was also a part of the delegation that just entered the premise. It's really choked here at the party's headquarters. Very choked. And we're still awaiting the former entry of the former Vice President, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. I've also cited the NPP's National Youth Organizer, Salam Mustafa, in the crowd. Former Works and Housing Minister, Kojo Ponkroma, has also been cited in the crowd. Former boss of State Transport Corporation, Nana Kumia, is also here as well, among very familiar faces. And also coming right now is former Deputy Transport Minister Hassan Tampuli, also leading a delegation of former ministers and MPs who are coming. Ayawaso West Wogod MP Lydia Seriam Al Hassan. Hello, ma'am. It's been a while we saw you. Good to see you. Well, that's the former Ayawaso West Wagon MP, Lydia Seriam Al Hassan, and that's the former sports minister also here. And then Dr. Tia Kabiru there as well. Dr. Kabiru, what time should we expect the arrival of Dr. Bawumia?
Your Excellency is just coming.
Okay, he says Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia will be here any moment from now. So these are the scenes here at the NPP headquarters. We're still awaiting the arrival of the former Vice President and the party's 2024 flag bearer, Mahamudu Bawumia. But as we speak, it's very choked here. Very, very choked as we speak right now. We're told that he will be arriving any moment from now. Right, so the bigwigs, or some of the bigwigs of the party, keep arriving by the minute ahead of the arrival of the former vice president, presidential candidate of the running mate of the new Patriotic Party, Dr. Opoku Prempeh. What time should we expect the arrival of Bawumia? Well, that's the former running mate of the NPP, Matthew Opoku Prempeh, here. So there is it. The crowd keeps growing by the second. It keeps growing by the second. Well, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia is finally in the building. He's finally in the building. He's entered the building, waving to the crowd. There he is. There he is. There he is. Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia with the wife, Samira Bawumia.
The love is great. This is the party we know. Everyone who matters is here. Everyone who matters is here. Everyone.
struggling to make his way through because everybody wants to have a feel of his presence. Everybody wants to see his arrival. So that's currently what's happening here at the headquarters of the new Patriotic Party. Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia has arrived at the party's headquarters as we speak to submit his nomination. So it's actually a struggle here just to catch a glimpse of the former vice president. He is yet to make his way to the reception of the headquarters of the party because of the enormous amount of people all wanting to catch a glimpse of him. Also, the former vice president has officially made his way into the building to formally file his nomination to lead the party. Hopefully, again. And as I've mentioned earlier, the crowd is enormous. And I've seen, scores of supporters enjoying themselves and all that. Just say, I don't pay the money.
He's the one, he's Bawumia that we are all yearning for. Yeah, he's the unifier. He's the unifier. And we are all yearning that he should come and lead the nation.
Dr. Bawumia is physically, mentally, intellectually, psychologically ready to be president. He's the surest bet to kick out this tune and
Ministerial, constituency, region, national delegate from Kwanegu, I'm a Bawumia, I'm a Bawumia, delegate to Kwanegu, Bawumia on Blasia, then for two man nominee president, now Bawumia
These are the supporters there. I have the constituency organizer for Tamale, right? Constituency youth organizer for Tamale Central. So you've come all the way from Tamale just to support Dr. Mahamudu.
Yes, that's true. Actually, I was part of the members, the youth organizers that organized for us to pick the form for Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. And I'm here again today to help him come to the party office to present the form. What I want to say about his candidacy or his aspiring to be the flag bearer of the party is that Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia is the only candidate among those contestants to be the flag bearer that has been marketed already. He's the only candidate who has served Ghana, and Ghanaians have witnessed what he can do. Even though he didn't become the president by himself, but I think with the help of Ghanaians, with what NDC is doing now, if we give him the opportunity to serve as the president of Ghana, we are going to see difference from what NDC is doing now and what he's going to do. The actual fact is that if we should come with a new candidate, we will need to go back to the people to tell them who the candidate is. But we don't need to do that with Bawumia because he has already been marketed. He has served Ghana. He has been to each and every constituency that is in Ghana. So we don't need a new person. We need an old face that Ghanaians are going to give their trust to. And mind you, Mama said he's not going for the second term. So NPP and NDC are all coming with fresh candidates who has never been president. And Bawumia stands tall among anyone who is going to contest the 2028 elections.
That's the constituency youth organizer of the new Patriotic Party in Tamale Central. Of course, let's get more reactions. I've seen a group of women holding a placard. Same face, easy win. It is now. Or just about Bawumia betimi arene.
Bawumia, betimi aye bebre. HSA. Bawumia no bebre policy owo no. Obi ani sa nyansa ni bi. Sa nyansa na owo no. So obi so obi oboa. Ani ti no owo nyama pama yen. Ama nkwala nyinara etisi akasi ya mane mbade a na yeboa ono a na ekọ mi susu bi policy no minimu se obetimi aboa ye robe boa ye ma aboa ye chima na omwo ho no mo no ama obi a ti bua musha de na ekọ e ba mi na ekọ free education ko ano na de ba yo eti ano na aba wa wi ni awie no size, one tax. Bawumia fa, no size. Oma we challenge now, we say omusika. Bawumia fa.
Yeah, NPP for no, delegate to no. I am move to aban ye. Muntu aban ye na muntu ma. Don't Alhaji Mahamudu Bawumia. No pa kunjano, na Ghana, na watu hu. Ma we say hey, ya bra penino. John Draman Mahama, one year, Ghana ya bre, Ghana ya bre. You say, Pesisa, not Alhaji Mahamudu Abba, not Ghana, Thank you. Introduce yourself.
Yeah, Frederick Green, Ableckmanov Constituency Secretary.
You've also come all the way from Ableckmanov just to support Bawumia.
Yes, definitely. We are here because of Bawumia. Because, like you can see, we believe in his vision. We believe in what he can do for the people of Ghana. In fact, we saw what he did as a former vice president of this country. It was remarkable, and everything is just clear for all of us to see. So we believe that we can present him again, and there will be good fortunes for the new Patriotic Party.
You said he did a lot for Ghana as vice president. What did he do?
It's there for us to see. You can talk of his digitization agenda. You can talk of his what do we call it? His leadership lifestyle alone speaks. He's that one that is not divisive. He's that one that is not vindictive. He tries to bring everybody on board, and that alone is a clear indication that he has the good people at heart and he can lead this country to wherever we want to go to.
He won a little above 60% in the last primaries. What percentage are you looking at this time?
For this time, honestly, we are looking at 70% and above, and I'm sure he's going to secure that because now the good people of the party have come to terms with the fact that he's the only person who can lead this party, and so everyone is bringing their support to him. So we are looking at about 70%.
Okay, thank you very much. We have a former district chief executive here who wants to speak to us. You're live on JoyNews. Where were you, DC?
Yes, I'm a former DC for Sydney East. Yes, I'm here to support His Excellency Bawumia.
Have you come all the way from Sydney East?
Yes, please. Yes, please. I've come all the way from Sydney East. And then we have the view that he's the best person who can represent the country. For those falsehoods that the NDC people have labeled against him, now it is clear that it is on the neck of John Mahama and the NDC. And we are very sure that when we send him, he will pick the 2028 presidential election. He will win.
Now your party says former DCs or DCs who have a card, a MPP card, will be eligible to become delegates to vote. Are you happy with that decision?
Yes, I'm happy. You know, most of the MMDCs were party executives. Most of them were party, so almost all of us had party ID cards. So if you're a party member and you don't have party ID, I want to show that you're a party member. So definitely there should be a proof of identification. So your party ID card will identify you to be a member of the party. So we are in support of the party decision.
There are those who say that this whole process is skewed to make Bawumia the de facto leader or the de facto flag bearer of the party. Is that the case?
I debunk that assertion because they have been given all rooms to campaign. Nobody held anybody's campaigning. So you have been given opportunity to campaign and you meeting the delegates. Nobody prevented you from meeting the delegates. So whatever it is your message, your decision. If you go around attacking Bawumia, you are making your campaign unpopular. Because as it is now, the party and the nation is in need of Bawumia. So if you go and attack him, you are attacking your campaign and you go against you in future. Definitely, the Bawumia is the one we are presenting, and everybody is aware of that. Yes.
All right. Thank you very much. There. So that is what's happening here at the moment. At the moment here. Now, Ufri now by it.
Bawumia, yeah, Bawumia would do it now. You want to say no? And that Bawumia na Kayamba has say, I have Bawumia would do it. You have the Bawumia. You have so winning. I don't try about say no.
But my policy ba could be our share. Bawumia eba and now wash a boss or bar or bay ATM out support.
Oh yeah, all and they got all in here. Policy ba kune Bawumia no or can say it here or bar, but maybe be a decade am I because your youth now here bano, you be a decade out. You pay best alive. Ebia say ya kwaye registration na ya best alive ya pay sabi isa no bia kuta phone eti una tu fear na wo ya declaration no ase wo tu fear na wo ya dey who register obi bia aluta na ya support Bawumia and secondly no ye nim say Bawumia no wadwo ya mame ho anu tra because say ba be register bia o this say ya to lie ya mame so be to lie ni bi otna o sit opa bia na online step by step. I don't know what I say no.
Thank you. Where have you come from?
I'm coming from Shao Sudoku constituency.
Because of Bawumia?
Yeah, definitely because of Bawumia. Bawumia because records favors him. The history of the party, the history of the country favors him. His personality favors him. This is somebody with great ideas that is ready to transform this country into a country that will meet 21st century standard. So Bawumia because we the youth are concerned, he's going to address our needs. The women's needs are going to be addressed. Look at his contribution that he made previously. Look at the contribution he made previously when he was a vice president. The digitalization agenda that he introduced, the gold for oil that he introduced, the gold purchasing program that he introduced. That is what this current government is basing on to improve on the economic program that they are doing. So basically, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia is our surest bet for 2028 general election. If the NPP is ready to unseat the NDC in 2028, we have to look no further than to vote for Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia during these primaries.
Thank you very much. Let's move into the crowd and get more reactions from them. I see a group of women who have dressed uniformly, and then I want to have a word or two with them. There they are, dressed beautifully in their apparel, here to support Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. Now mo Patriotic mo free.
Yes, free women for NPP for.
Zongo women from NPP. Okay. Now Zongo women for NPP. The other I'm supported by Bawumia.
Because of
this is Zongo women for NPP. The other thing I'm supported by Bawumia.
I declare my support to Bawumia. Say, "Owa humbrasie, owa adoye, odonipa." Ena our camp bibia uya nukura onju suda into onusu wa training say so be ya maya njusu into Bawumia nu 2028 nu ebeye ni dia insha Allah nyame kura pe de owa ahobase into zongo women for NPP yeta na chipa didi 24 hours insha Allah
we ahobase free amanfo say omo pe ejuma ye pe policy be na mo say Bawumia de beba nti amutality
obia nu say Bawumia digital beba or the abakura ye dada nti say amanfo kura mu kopenu e ya Bawumia dia insha Allah digital nu ntinu obia benya ejuma ye insha Allah
pano ye nim say san we no ebe bua ye nti na ebe ta na chi ye nim say oba aje samina be first lady ntobeti me abua man omo Ghana omo mo echire Fulani for the gomba for everybody nti yesre Fulani for mu pie na mu ntaye chi nti mi ngira yesisa echi e really power na inshallah enyina ebedi nkunim
say Hajia oye second lady for 8 years when timia amwa
wa we bebre juma de unsi ase a wontimi wie se se pesa de ne duru yeso a na yatimi ato aso a de akoye nim
adinti aye support Bawumia oye bema tama sompa enu okọ court no nkwa na ogina bema okasai obi anu odi na echi jiso nu nkwa nti oye bema nti na ye support no nti na ye support no ye delegate nti ebe vote ama
na am ye delegate
inshallah
also will be
Embamu Ghana mo yire mo na mo bua NPP because NPP oba na wo mo baba be first lady oye ni papa obe bua ye ma pa
mo se mo panyum bi ato amano yetie mo
digi mezu wa say na leta mbaka digi mezu wa say na leta mbaka zanka kai Ghana zanka kai nima kaduba hagu da dama ka gaida Bawumia namu atiya Samira mu tangana na gaisuwa bye bye yo bye bye yo bye bye yo bye bye yo NDC bye bye yo 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 NDC bye bye yo zongo menana Samira mutangana na gaisuwa baba yo ndisi baba yo zaka ume muna sama oh zaka ume
thank you all right thank you so these are excuse me oh my God fingernails pierced through my forehead.
Anyway, the sights and sounds from the NPP headquarters, we already know that Dr. Bawumia is in the building filing his nomination. And you had excerpts from the headquarters, from his supporters, and giving, their support to Dr. Bawumia. But right now, we're going back to the Greater Accra Assembly, and we'll hear from the Greater Accra Regional Minister, who is also addressing issues of street lights, as well as billboards and other, trending issues in the region. We'll be going there shortly and bringing you live excerpts when the minister starts talking. And that's all for JoyNews Desk here on Joy News Channel. I am Amisi Nyamiche Thompson. We'll take you to the Greater Accra Regional Minister's briefing shortly.
ntuo na mu nyina afọ ayɛ ahu no ɛna ɔkɔtɔkoro biara mu na abɔ obiara wobɔbɔ omi nipa na akora bi asɔre enti so akɔbɔ akɔ wi a na sɛ no wantumi awɛ ne a ɔsɛ san toa no so ma no kɔgye nkunimdie no ba ɛni ntina ama MPP fo ne Ghana fo nyina ase yɛn san fa ma His Excellency Dr. Bawumia.
Okay, Madam Asi. So these are Anya Soto people, and I'll be updating you as and when Dr. Bawumia leaves there. A lot of people from different constituencies, different parts of the country, waiting for Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia to exit the room and then formally address the crowd. I've seen a group of women here that I want to speak to briefly. Mami, me pacho ufrihi nebaye.
I was so central.
I was so central. Na ujidi se Bawumia ebedi nkunimo.
Me pacho me jidi pa.
Here policies are na wo hwe animu se nyame boa no di nkunimo de baba.
Free education and was about for your brepa, your money school. Say to your money we school. Buy a super to Bawumia ba e very fine.
Okay, Mami, yeah, that's it. So that is it. That is on the premise of the party's national headquarters. You see a lot of them gathered here, and of course they've demarcated a place for the former vice president to be easily escorted out when he's done submitting his nomination forms, as he is doing now. So of course we want to try and step out and go to the main stage where he will be addressing the crowd after he's done filing his nomination here at the party's headquarters. And of course, this is also the outside, just outside of the building, just outside of the building. Right, so the place is choked, jam-packed, left, right, center, everywhere is occupied with supporters and sympathizers of Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, who believe that he's the one to lead them. Bold Patriots Alliance. I'm reading what I see here. Okay, Bold Patriots Alliance. Yes. What makes you so bold that you believe that Bawumia should be the one to lead the party?
Okay, so what makes us bold is that, you see, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia in 2023, when he wanted to contest, he brought out 71 bold solutions to address Ghana's problem. This time around, we believe that he's bringing more than bold solutions. So we are bold enough to also come here to support him. We believe that Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia's policies can address Ghana's problem, and that is why we are here to also make sure we endorse him and also support him to file his nomination, and then go down to the grounds as grassroots to work on his behalf and secure win for him 2026.
Are you delegates?
Of course I am.
All of you?
Everyone here is a delegate.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So that's one of the supporters of Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia speaking to. So we've seen most of the former MPs. I've seen Mrekuduka.
Straight to the point and say, I'm extremely disappointed with the level of inefficiency and complacency being exhibited by some of our chief executives. At this stage, excuses are nothing but an embarrassment to the people we serve. Leadership is not about sitting in offices and enjoying the perks of your position, but it's about delivering results, and right now, many of you are simply sleeping on your jobs. Street light updates. Street lights are critical for safety, security, and vibrancy of our communities. Since the last update, significant progress has been made with over 128 streets lighted in the phase 1. It is my expectation to hear from our chief executives when they mount the stage to tell us what they have been doing in the phase 2 of this intervention. Lighting is not merely infrastructure. It is a matter of public safety, urban order, and a key enabler of the 24-hour economy being pursued by government. On our part, through engagement with the Ministry of Energy, I am pleased to announce that we have secured 3,000 street lights, and every MMDA will receive 100 pieces. It doesn't mean that the fact that we are giving, we are not going to purchase. The assembly must also purchase some in order to make sure that all the streets within your district are what? Are lighted. Let me be clear. You have 2 weeks only to ensure that every single one of those lights is fixed. No excuses, no delays. I will personally monitor this directive, and let me serve this notice. Any chief executive who fails to comply will be exposed and reported. If you cannot manage this basic task, then you have no business occupying that office. Sanitation updates. The sanitation situation in this region is unacceptable. And you recall, on our platform, last week Saturday and Sunday, I was all over Accra Newtown, making sure that sanitation-related issues are being solved. And I put it on the platform. And sometimes I even have to call some of the MCs to draw their attention. This is not my job. It's not my job, please. I beg you. Despite having every opportunity and every resources, such as the sanitation component of the DACF, many assemblies have simply refused to act. You have ignored the recruitment of young people to clean our streets and desert our drains. And Shao Sudoku is number 1. Please, sit up. What is the excuse? None. It is a sheer negligence and disregard of your duty. Sanitation is not a favor you are doing the people. It is a core responsibility. The stench, the filth, the choke drains are a reflection of your failure to lead from this moment. Your performance on sanitation will be under the strictest monitoring. The era of excuses is over. I will not hesitate to commend the removal of non-performing chief executives. The people of Greater Accra deserve better, and they will get better with or without you. Billboards and other concerns. Assemblies continue to look on while illegal billboards are springing up everywhere, obstructing visibility and endangering lives. This carelessness is unacceptable. You must enforce the law without fear or favor. Do your job or step aside for those who can. And as for this theft of drain covers, I am shocked at the lack of seriousness in tackling these issues. Work with the police, intensify civil lines, and take proactive measures. Stop waiting for instructions before acting. Leadership demands initiative, not laziness. Personal assistance. Let me address a disturbing trend that has reached my attention. Some of you have surrounded yourselves with personal assistants who have virtually taken over your official responsibilities. If you have decided to bring PAs, let them be clear. Their roles is strictly to help you organize your schedules, manage your time, and provide administrative support. Your PAs are not to approve documents on gimmicks and not to represent you at official meetings. This must stop immediately. Assemblies cannot run by unelected, unappointed individuals hiding behind your authority. Furthermore, I have reports that many of you have also turned your official offices into party meeting grounds, filling them with unauthorized officials and visitors, while your staff, the very people who are supposed to lead, are denied access to discuss official matters. This is abuse of office and is unacceptable. Let me sound this caution. No MMDCE is to attend any RCC meeting with their PAs. Note, some issues are strictly confidential. You might not know your PA. We should all take, advice from Victoria Hammer. I believe you know the story very well. And so, not that we are preventing, but there are certain issues which are strictly, you don't have to involve your PAs because we don't know what will happen in the near future. This practice ends now, and it continues. If it continues, the individuals involved will face serious consequences. Environmental concerns, Ramsar site, and Lilo Lagoon, La Louis Lagoon. Another matter of grave concern is the reckless encroachment and destruction of environmentally sensitive areas. I am serving notice here and now. The RCC, working with the relevant agencies, will continue to embark on demolition exercise at the Ramsar site to stop the illegal development that are choking our wetlands and worsening our flooding situation. Equally, alarming is the filling material into the Laloi Lagoon. Between the Kpone, you are fighting over boundary issues, so I don't know which district it falls at. Between Kpone and Ningo Pram district. Let me be clear. This illegality must stop immediately. It is irresponsible, short-sighted, and a direct assault on environmental sustainability. The consequences of such actions are devastating: increased flooding, lost biodiversity, and long-term environmental damage that no government can afford to ignore. We will not countenance these activities any longer. Those responsible will be held accountable, and street enforcement measures will be taken without fear or favor. So those of you who brings these investors to my office, please, if you don't want any embarrassment, please desist, because I'm not ready to compromise. Thank you. In conclusion, let me remind all chief executives here, your performance will be based on 3 clear areas: sanitation, street light, and enforcement of bylaws. This will be documented in my report to the Ministry of Local Government, Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, and forwarded to the Presidency. To the general public, I call on all residents to report 40 street lights for quick action. Take responsibility for sanitation and avoid indiscriminate dumping. Stop mounting unauthorized billboards and assist security agencies in protecting the public infrastructure. I also wish to sound a caution to persons who steal metal and covers and sell them to scrap dealers. Please, you are warned to desist from this act. Anyone caught will be severely punished and dealt with by the law. The people of this region are tired of words. They want results, and they want them now. Thank you for your attention. And please, the region has also appointed a regional sanitation task officer, coordinator, and I wish to commend him. So far, so good. So please, if you are here, Tony, let them see you. So please, anytime he comes to any of your jurisdiction, please accord him the necessary support. Thank you so much.
I don't know why the applause are not coming. I don't know whether it is a beautiful morning or it is a hot morning. The people of this region are tired of words. They want results, and they want them now. Action is now. That is the gospel according to the Honorable Greater Accra Regional Minister. Honorable, you have spoken. I want to use this opportunity to acknowledge the presence of the Member of Parliament for the people of Aplekuma North, Honorable Irabuna Obi. Honorable, you're welcome. The Honorable Regional Minister has spoken, and it is now your time and your turn to speak. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going straight, accounting to the people. What do you have to account for? And on that note, I'll invite the Dean of all the MCs to come and account first. If he's done accounting, we'll move down. Honorable, please, it is your turn to account. Whether in cedis or in dollars, we want account.
Thank you very much. Operating on all existing protocols. Before I proceed, I would like to use this singular opportunity to praise and appreciate our able and affable regional minister, Honorable Linda Akwele Oklu, the Yasantoa of our times and the breaker of buildings on the waterways. Thank you very much. And my colleague MMCs, and then okay, straight to the point. I think we are having 5 minutes allocation, so we'll be as brief and precise as possible. On street lights, Gawes Municipality, which is the gateway to Accra, is experiencing excessive roadworks. That is the Fankor in Sanwan Highway. And therefore, most of our street lights around those places are damaged for the roadworks. However, the inner roads, we have a few street lights operating. And straight to the point, I would like to mention that the total number of street lights distributed so far, we have 3,433. We have 1,675 functioning. We have 1,597 not functioning. And the assembly is acquiring 3,995 to augment the already existing ones. The reason why we have most of the street lights not functioning is due to power outages and fluctuations. And I think as we try to justify the inability and malfunctioning, we have to also consider the inefficiency of electricity. Electricity Corporation of Ghana. So to go straight to sanitation, the West Municipality generates approximately 81,000 tons of waste each year, but about 62,122 tons
all observe a minute's silence for our brother, Ernest Yaokumi, our MP for Akotia, who passed away recently, and for all the others who have lost their lives in the service of our great party. May their souls rest in peace. Let me start by expressing my most profound gratitude to those of you here and those watching from across the country for joining me as we embark on this journey, not for myself, but for our nation and our party. It is with a deep sense of purpose that I announce formally my bid to be retained as the flag bearer of the new Patriotic Party for the 2028 general elections. I offer myself for a second time to bear the flag of the NPP into this election after having listened extensively to the demands of the party and the nation. Since 1947, our forebears have played the most impactful role in Ghana's history. Whenever it has mattered the most, we have been at the forefront of providing leadership and showing the character that has ignited passion and energy among the people of Ghana. From the days of Dankwa, Dombo, Buzia, Bafo Akoto, Edward Akufo-Addo, our tradition demonstrated deep intellect during the fight for independence. The traits of selflessness and humility were evident in the genes of patriots. In the days of Victor Usu, we demonstrated respect for all persons. And in the days of Edibuahim, we showed the spirit of courage, rising up to the challenge of oppressors' rule. In the days of Kufuor, we showed emotional intelligence and the spirit of inclusion. And in the days of Akufo-Addo, we showed foresight and resilience. The NPP and Ghana are demanding for a leader who embodies the values of this tradition: deep intellect, humility, respect for all persons, unity, courage, foresight, and resilience. Dear citizens, as the NPP is looking for a leader who embodies the character of this party's tradition and the values of our forebears, I, Mahamudu Bawumia, offer myself to lead the party for the 2028 elections. Because I have the integrity, the competence, the compassion, the humility, and the values not only required to lead the party, but to lead the country. This election is an election not only for flag bearer of our party, but it is an election for the soul of this party. The choice we make on January 31st will determine whether or not this party will hold on to the values that make us great, or become a new party focused on deepening the chasm between the rich and the poor. I am offering myself to be elected as flag bearer because I believe we owe a duty to this party to give her a choice to put forward the most prepared candidate for the 2028 election and the most prepared person to be president in 2029. In the last 16 years, I've had the privilege of joining each and every constituency at least 5 times to work hard on the ground and campaign and work for the NPP. Just like the thousands of you who may not have had all the money in the world to throw at the party, all my sweat, my reputation, my knowledge, and my person have been dedicated to working with you for the success of the party. As a result of this, there is no village or hamlet or city or town where Mahamudu Bawumia's face and name are not known. I owe this party a duty that if we are to win 2028, we ought not to start afresh from zero. Instead, we ought to build on the nearly 42% of valid votes and work across and work to cross the 50% mark in the next election. I have also had the distinct privilege of serving as Vice President and supporting the President and the government in our last administration with ideas that have significantly impacted the lives of millions of our people. This is what the streets refer to as being rich in ideas. The initiatives I advocated for in our time today are making impact in people's lives. The rich, innovative, and practical ideas that I successfully championed and saw to implementation include the Bank of Ghana's Gold Purchase Program, the first in Africa, the Gold for Oil Program, the first in Africa, the accelerated issuance of the Ghana card, mobile money interoperability, the first in Africa, the Ghana Digital Property Address System, the first in Africa, Agenda 111, one constituency, one ambulance, the Zipline drone delivery service, the largest in the world, the universal QR code payment system, the No, which is the first in Africa, the No Guarantor student loans, Ghana.gov, the Citizens app, NHIS registration and renewal on your mobile phone, the Rental Assistance Scheme, the Zongo Development Fund, individualized credit scoring, paperless ports, electric buses, e-gates at Kotoka International Airport, and the digitalization of medical records across all district, regional, and teaching hospitals in Ghana, amongst others. The implementation of these practical policy initiatives has resulted in many people saying that I have been the most effective vice president in Ghana's history. This implies that given the opportunity, I can equally become one of the most effective presidents in Ghana as we go forward. Ladies and gentlemen, I demonstrate my strength by getting results, not by making noise, or by insulting, or by bragging about money. The combined effect of how well Bawumia is known today and my experience as vice president make me the most prepared person for the NPP's quest for the 2028 election and governance in 2029. Fellow Kukudites, in the words of Kofi Abrefa-Bruzia, the qualification to be a success in Ghana's politics includes a large capacity to stomach all sorts of attacks. I am not oblivious to the fact that the NDC and lately elements within our own family subject me to daily attacks. In fact, I expect that there will be more attacks in the coming months and years. But I have learned, if I've learned anything from history, it includes the fact that a man must be formidable so that no matter the adversity, he stands tall, focused, and resolute. All that can be held at me have already been attacked. As the days are going by, time has shown great vindication. the Bank of Ghana, the IMF, and even the NDC kingpins are now admitting on many matters that Bawumia was right. What more can they say about me now? In our history, when all has been said of a candidate and yet he remains standing, victory is the logical next step that awaits him. The Akans have a saying that Openyi dwe mate mante. To wit, a wise leader must at times appear aloof, yet when it is required, be willing to take the difficult decisions. That is who I am. I am cool on the outside, but do not underestimate my inner resolve. That is what I bring to the leadership of the NPP and the leadership of Ghana. That is what makes a leader balanced and formidable. Dear delegates, the most important desire in the hearts of all our colleagues is a win in 2028. We have to put our best foot forward as we rebuild our party towards that election. To win in 2028, we must not just talk unity, we must live it. The repeated attacks by our own party folks on one another is absolutely unhelpful. What we say against each other, the NDC will use against us in 2028. If you claim you are a true patriot and want this party to win in 2028, then stop it. Don't lecture us about how blue your blood is. Let your actions show. Stop the internal attacks now. Stop the religious and tribal attacks now. We lost 2024 elections after introducing many good programs. Unfortunately, due mostly to the economic pain that many of our citizens felt, the NDC managed to convince them with lofty promises to stay away or vote against us. We have learned our lessons. I assure you that these lessons will be put to good use when we return to office in 2029. However, it is becoming evident that the NDC does not intend to fulfill the lofty promises they made to Ghanaians in their quest for power. The promise to pay cocoa farmers at least 6,000 Ghana cedis is one they don't intend to keep. The promise to institute a state of emergency and repeal LI 2462 to fight galamsey is one they do not intend to keep. The setup of the gold board to execute the gold purchase program is already unraveling, as miners are reluctant to sell their gold due to the unattractive prices offered. Remittances have reduced by 50% as a result of the misalignment in the exchange rate across the different foreign exchange markets. The promise to allow free expression is one they do not intend to keep. They promised to triple jobs and create new ones through the 24-hour economy. But it is evident that it was just a political gimmick. What the NPP and Ghana needs is a strong party that can hold the government accountable for these promises. Bawumia has always done that and will do that as flag bearer of the NPP. For the various candidates contesting the flag bearership, ask, won't Ghana and the NPP be better off if instead of focusing your guns on Bawumia, you focus on holding the government accountable to show that you can lead the NPP in holding the NDC accountable? Won't Ghana and the NPP be better off if instead of focusing on attacking each other, we focus on selling a vision for the party and the country? Our true opponent is not within. Our true opponent is out there. We need unity to win. I promise you that just as you have known me to be, I would not do anything to bring division or conflict within the party. If there would be anyone to create problems in the NPP, it would not be Bawumia. My vision is to expand the Ghanaian economy through rich ideas that provide incentives and measures such as a flat tax system for individuals, corporations, and for import taxes, and an enabling environment for business to thrive and accelerate the pace of job creation for the youth of this country. A future Bawumia government would recognize and reward the sacrifices of our grassroots. Many have lost their jobs under the current government, and we will restore their appointments when we come to office in 2029. My vision is to introduce measures that reduce the cost of living for the average Ghanaian and support for the vulnerable. My vision is to adopt a constituency-based development and budgeting framework in which local people benefit the most and the well-being of the individual is enhanced. My vision is for a modern, digitalized economy that offers equal opportunities to all, including women, the physically challenged, and the grassroots, not just for the rich. My vision is for the credit system to be accessible to all Ghanaians, as it is the case in the advanced countries. My vision is to energize domestic production and job creation and lessen the fiscal burden by dedicating 3% of our GDP of expenditure currently undertaken by the public sector to the private sector, with procurement being done locally. My vision is to achieve all this, starting with a strong, disciplined, united, new Patriotic Party. All my life, this country and this party have given me so much. I feel an overwhelming sense of duty to give back. That is why I didn't hesitate to lay down my job at the Bank of Ghana to assist the NPP's quest for power in 2008. And indeed, I lost that gamble. That is why I did not hesitate to leave my job at the African Development Bank to help the NPP in 2012. That is why I didn't hesitate to take the box at the Supreme Court as the star witness in the 2013 to fight for the NPP. That is why I have never hesitated to defend this party, even at the risk of mockery by our opponents. That is why I did not hesitate to concede the 2024 elections to preserve Ghana's peace. You can be sure that with Mahamudu Bawumia as flag bearer, I shall not hesitate to put my all on the line for the NPP and for Ghana as I have done before. I implore you to join me on this journey to rebuild our party and to reposition this great tradition to deliver for Ghanaians from 2028. I am committed to doing this with you, the grassroots of the party, supported by the mighty minority of 88 MPs. Let's win. Let's win together. Let's win with Bawumia. Thank you for your attention. God bless you and God bless our homeland, Ghana.
Win with Bawumia. 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 Police station. Now, quiet, Juma. Quiet, police station. Dr. Bawumia 90%. God bless you. God bless you.
That can positively impact the lives of millions. And a leader that